Guys, welcome to the Nerd Archive podcast.
Yeah.
The little guy, Bilbo or Pippin, whatever the hell his name is.
Nintendo fans, I see a lot of people getting it, just freaky quarter.
You have two Lolas? How'd that happen?
No sé. ¿Qué la que hay, mi gente? Me llamo Luis, Yadi, Lola, y nosotros somos el Nerd Archive Podcast. That's so weird.
I told you.
Okay, man, it's like,
What?
are you okay? Dice, ¿cómo se dice? What's going on, guys? Welcome in. If you don't know what I said, welcome to the Nerd Archive Podcast. My name is Louis. I have Yadi, Lola, no Justin today. That is why I started off with Spanish. But that was just a little joke for you guys. Hopefully you didn't tune out. If you did because of that, see ya. With that being said, how are you guys? How was your week? What did you do? Like, yeah, you were doing something today.
Yeah, it's been busy the past few weeks because we have some baseball practice with one of my ones.
Heck yeah.
They're having fun, At least they got something else to do after school, and then some friends that he has from his class, so he doesn't feel left out or alone or whatever.
Right.
Even though he's good, he's pretty outgoing, so he's not shy about meeting new people. But
he gets to burn some energy.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah,
and he has a lot of it.
Yeah, like Jordan, she does. I mean, they just had their championship game on Saturday. She does soccer. And I think the season prior they were undefeated and they won the championship. This year they didn't win, but she was so proud of herself because she's seen how far she's come. That was pretty cool. And we're very proud of her. Lola, what did you do this week?
Well, I watched Beefy run around a little bit.
Nice.
Made him run laps since we're talking about children and all that. Nothing. I did nothing. I
got it.
I'm sick and everything fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's one clogged nostril, the other one's runny, or it's super dry, and then they switch.
You try to blow your nose and nothing comes out. Like you're like, there's. I know you're in there.
Yeah, no, I feel it. Occasionally, I just want to make holes like right here, just drain my sinuses. 2
garlic gloves.
Just put a vacuum on.
Just make the holes right here.
Yeah, let's do that.
Get that pierced.
Yeah. We went to Sophia's award ceremony today. She made honor roll. So that's exciting. And then next week on Wednesday, we have Jordan's. I think she got the whole game. So she's getting big.
She's got what?
We caught off.
She's getting a big award because she got all A's.
Nice. That's awesome.
I think she's making the principals list.
Nice.
So we're excited for that.
Mm-hmm.
Fun fact today, terrible parent. I'm a terrible parent. We were supposed to go pick up Sophia to school, or not to school, to the bus stop. And her mom had to go pick her up because we fucking passed out. And we didn't have an alarm because I didn't feel like I was passing out. It just happened to be like one of those moments that you're like, what am I doing? I'm just watching TV. And then all of a sudden you wake up. It's like, what? So
That must have been a fun conversation.
yeah, it was, because we had to pick her up. She made it in time for the ceremony, which is important. But we had to take 2 cars because I had to get in the car and book it to go get her, to take her to the school. So that was fun. Let's just say that I woke up immediately. So I have a headache. But with that being said, did you guys watch the Spider-Man Noir trailer? The very extended trailer that we got?
Mm-hmm.
It's very long.
Yeah. I think that there was more words on the screen than anything else. Because it was 24 seconds? No. Yeah. 24 seconds. We did get to see Nicolas Cage. It looks good. Even the Spider-Man looks good.
I didn't expect it to be live action.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be animated.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Oh no,
So-
I knew from the beginning it was like at least as early as they announced it that it was going to be a live
We
action.
know you're smarter than us. You don't have to like rub it in.
I just
You
pay
keep
attention.
up with stuff.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
That you can say that.
Yeah, and you also look at the group chats and things like that. You read the group chats.
Sometimes.
Yeah. Like earlier, he thought that because I put 3 people on the screen, he thought that you, Lola, weren't coming in. And I'm like, no, Justin said that he's not.
Yeah. It's funny because I was going to be like, I don't feel good. And then Justin's like, I don't feel good. I'm like, fuck.
I don't
It
get to call
happens.
out.
It happens. If worst case scenario, it would have been Yadi and I. We'd never done a 2 people podcast, but we could have made it work.
Yeah.
There's plenty of 2 people podcasts. Actually, there's plenty of 1 person podcast.
That's true. Yeah. No, I read that message and I was like, fuck. And then I put pants on because, you know.
Oh, you did. I didn't.
No,
Well, I move around a lot.
No. No.
I got pants on. It's fine.
Pussy.
I went to Disney World today. Oh,
No way.
yeah.
That's so cool.
It's been a while. We went with Scott, his son's girlfriend. We hadn't been with Scott in months, since last year, actually, because he switched days off. So we weren't able to meet with him. But this week, he had today off. So we went and hung out. Normally we used to hang out on Wednesdays, but Tuesdays is a longer day because they don't have early release.
Gotcha.
So we went to Hollywood Studios, obviously.
No way.
In LA. We wanted to see what they had for Star Wars because they did bring a lot of merch for Star Wars. After from May the 4th to the end of the month.
They probably
And
have a bunch of stock.
They do, but it's also very good merch. I think it's the best merch they've had so
What did
far.
they bring? I saw the lightsabers online and it didn't seem like
No, but when did you look at the lightsabers? Because they have
right before, like a day before May 4th.
okay, because they have Ren's lightsaber. Do you know who Ren is? Not Kylo Ren,
No.
but Ren. So Ren is where Kylo Ren gets his name from. He ended up in this planet and he came across this tribe. It was the Wrens, and not the Knights of Ren, the Wrens, and they were called that because their leader's name was Ren, and he was a dark user, a dark force user, if you will, and he's the one that trained Kylo Ren, and his lightsaber makes the same sound as Kylo Ren's. It's unstable. That's where Kylo's comes from. Not the design itself, but the lightsaber itself.
Mm-hmm.
So they have that. They have the Master Soul. It actually, because in the show Acolyte, it turns from blue to red. It actually switches colors. So that one's pretty cool. Yeah, use the igniter. If you press up, is blue, but then you press it down and it's red. So that one's pretty cool. And then they have the Wookiee Jedi name? What's his name? You remember?
And the Acolyte?
Yeah.
No.
No. They had his.
Jedi.
Yeah, they had his lightsaber. It was weird. It was like, it looked like wood, but they had metal pieces. But then the part that was wood was like really light. It was not balanced at all.
Okay.
It was really heavy on the top part. The tip was very heavy, but the wood itself.
So it's like top
Was
heavy.
Yeah. That sentence. Okay. Moving on. And then they had I'm terrible with names, but from Ahsoka, the two Dark Force users. The guy that passed away.
Yeah, I know. Those are the ones that I saw. I didn't
Wolf.
see anybody else's. Balin's skull.
Well, Balin's skull. So they had there you are. They had a set of both of their lightsabers. So that was pretty cool. And then they also have a new Anakin lightsaber that switches colors from blue to red.
That's cool.
Yeah. And then they have also the first Anakin's lightsaber. Not in order of the movies, but in chronological order. The first one he built as a Padawan.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks similar, but you can see the difference. So they had that one also. They had a lot of new ones.
What else did they have?
They had the Death Star popcorn bucket, which actually
That's cool.
It lights up and does it make a noise? Pew. Oh, it's charging. You barely hear it, but there you go.
yes, it is. And it stays on until you turn it off. And then they have also a what's their names? Little guys from the desert that steal.
Jawas?
The Jaguars. They had a sipper cup that talks.
You need to rewatch that movie, it seems like.
Yeah. I'm terrible with names. Because my brain only holds a specific amount of names.
I recently watched a show that every time they talk about someone, I forgot who was the character. So
That happens to me.
yeah. Unless they were working to each other, I don't know what they're talking about.
Well, the thing is, I will when I'm watching something, I'm paying attention, and I'll remember in that moment. Like whenever they reference them, I'm like, oh yeah, okay. As soon as I'm done watching it, it's gone.
Yeah, like it took me like 4 episodes to to get used to the name.
It's like my brain only holds the 3 people that live with me and the 2 cats. And sometimes I call them the wrong names of the other one. It's fine. You child.
You, the one
Yeah.
with the hair.
Yeah, the one with the hair. My daughter. But yeah. And they had this jacket. It was like a bomber jacket. And it was it looked like the first Star Wars poster. I don't know. Well, you can't see it. But it was like black, but then it had the characters around it. It looked like a poster. It wasn't like weirdly just their faces.
Yeah.
And then
Pretty cool.
yeah, no, that one was cool. They had new baseball jerseys. They're doing a lot of baseball jerseys right now. And not just Star Wars, but different characters. They did have a Boba Fett one. That was pretty cool. It was like an olive green, obviously his color. And it said Boba on the top, on the front. And they had a t-shirt with the poster of the Revenge of the Sith.
Oh.
That one was cool. Very nice. What else did they have? They brought the C3PO helmet or head as a helmet.
Oh.
And I think they were the Darth Maul Mandalorians when he takes over Mandalore. They had their helmets too. That was pretty cool.
Ooh.
It was black and red. That one was badass.
That's sick. Yeah.
Yeah.
That ain't
Yeah. So they did have a lot of new stuff. They brought the Wookiee cookie again.
I
That
don't know what
one's
that means.
it's a cookie, like 2 cookies, cream filled, and it's called the Wookiee cookie. Oh, they had 2 drinks that were like limeade with some syrup that made it red or blue. And then it came with a little lightsaber to stir it, and that lightsaber turns on and off. That was pretty cool.
Did you guys try to eat at that restaurant that I told you before, like the one that is in?
No, so we went to the Ronto Wrap, but again, Sarah and I weren't too fond of it.
We were getting service on the outside.
Yeah, we were just because we normally eat breakfast before we get there, but because now we have to drop off Sophia after we drop off Jordan, we had less time, so we just went straight there. So we just wanted to at least meet up with Scott and then go from there. So he was hungry. They were hungry, so we're like, whatever. So they ate there, and then Scott's son and we went to Backlot. They had the pulled pork burger. That was really good.
I had it the last time.
I mean,
I think I had it in that Cuban that they had.
Yeah,
I didn't like it.
What did it have? Barbecue sauce? The pulled pork? Yeah.
Yeah.
That was fine for what it is. I mean, I can't say for the price, you know what I mean?
Right.
But for what?
No, that's what I was gonna say. Like, so next time you should try the other one because it does have more theme, Star Wars stuff
Yeah.
than the others. The kids mac and cheese, the best one I've had at Disney. Is different.
So
It's different noodles, different cheese sauce, and everything. Very good.
let me see if it's the one that, what was it called?
I don't remember the name of the. Let me see.
Is
Yeah,
it Docking Bay?
I don't remember because it was like hidden, kind of like there's no sign outside, or at least I didn't notice any besides the food poster. But I was looking at the food and not really at the name of the place.
Right. Was it between the Ronto Wrap and the Millennium Falcon?
Yes.
Like right before you go down those stairs?
Right. Yep.
Okay.
Exactly.
So yeah,
like
it's
hidden in
the
that corner.
it's the Docking Bay food and cargo. We looked at it, but it was more of a. We saw it and we're like, oh, that's more of a sit down. But
No,
it's a quick service.
Quick service. Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks fancy, but
Right. That's why we didn't go there because we thought it was.
And it's always like not packed. At least when I was there, it wasn't packed. Because I think people do confuse it with it being a sit down restaurant instead of a quick service.
Right.
It is more expensive than the usual, but that's if you have their fancy stuff. I did have their like tuna.
Their poke bowl.
Yeah. It was good. But their mac and cheese is actually very good for a kid's meal because it wasn't the regular one that they do all over the place over there.
Got it.
It was great. And a lot for the kids. That's what people should do. When you go to Disney, just order kids' meals.
That's what Sarah did.
You save money and you get a lot of items for what you pay for.
Right. Yeah, we went to get the breakfast Ronto wrap, but we were like, oh, it's plant based, and we've never tried it. The eggs were plant based, so we're like, I don't know if it's gonna be good. I don't want to spend that much money on something that I don't know if I'm gonna like it.
Yeah, at least they have tested a lot of stuff at Disney where they actually serve you something that is edible.
Right. But we had fun today. We didn't really ride anything other than Star Tours. We just walked around. It was more to hang out with Scott than anything else and look at the merch, what they had, and if anything looked like it was feasible.
The perks of having an annual pass.
Yep. That's pretty much. We got there at 10 o'clock and we left at 1:15. Oh. Other than that, I love how I put on the description we're going to talk about Spider-Man Noir, and we did, and that was it.
No, I like the
4 seconds.
Yeah.
So going back to it though, I'm rewatching it right now, and I like the fighting scene. Like the fighting was different than what we normally see on anything Marvel.
Yeah. It's not as acrobatic, but it looks very reminiscent of like Daredevil.
That character because it's dark.
Yeah.
That. Like it reminds me of how the little bit of fighting that we saw in Into the Spider-Verse. It has that essence.
Actually, it reminds me of the fighting scene in Batman versus Superman. Batman is in the docks and he's fighting in that building. I don't know if you guys remember that fighting scene.
That movie is very forgettable.
Yeah. Well, that is pretty much the only thing I remember from that, other than when what's his name showed up, Doomsday.
I even forgot he was a villain there.
Yeah. But that's what it reminds me of. because that fighting scene is very Arkham Knight, like the video game style,
Mm-hmm.
which is also very Spider-Man video game style fighting.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Very short teaser, but I think it got people intrigued. You know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We got to see the mask, which looked very good to me.
The 2 flashlights.
Yep. I think they had to do it like that because it's in black and white.
I saw people commenting on the video that they were excited to go see it in the movie theater. I was like, oh, that's not going to a movie theater.
Yeah.
Not that I know of. It's
No, I
just
think
a
it's on Disney
Prime.
Plus. No,
I think it's
Prime.
Prime. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't.
Wait,
Yeah, it's
Prime?
not even Disney. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, because it's more. Remember, Sony doesn't really have a streaming service,
Oh,
so it's not MCU.
hmm
So hopefully it's rated R.
there's a different trailer as well from 3 weeks ago. Minute long.
Is that one real?
Yeah, there's a lot of
Yeah.
kind of fakes out there. But also they did show something different in whatever like event it was recently. And they it looks like they show something else there, but
Yeah.
I haven't seen much.
I mean, I can send it to you. You can tell me if it's real. It looks real. It might
Yeah.
be fake.
Send it.
Send it over.
Oh, wait. It might be fake. Is this not... That's not our chat. What it doing? No. It might be fake.
It looked real.
It looks
yeah.
real, right? What's fake? It was a good trailer, though.
It's just like it's one of those fan made ones.
Yeah. Definitely fake. Never mind. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, when I was trying to find the actual trailer, it was kind of hard to find it. Because there was a few out there that they were, of course, fan made, which some of those look great. They should give those people some
Yeah.
jobs.
It's like that one, there's a video right now going around of like this YouTuber that made an animated like short episode based on the Clone Wars, and they're in the lower levels of Coruscant, and somebody starts killing like clone troopers, and it's Mace Windu.
Oh yeah. I've seen that one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes, that one is also very
very good.
well made. Yes.
You can tell this one. There's one thing that gives it away. That's AI. When he's shooting with both guns in the bar, if you pause it, you can see that the guns look fake.
Mm-hmm.
AI.
Like there's something wrong with the guns.
Yeah.
Like there's a barrel, but there's no hole in the front of the barrel for the bullets to come out.
It's just crazy how the people that make this would have so many views on their stuff. Of course, I mean whenever they look legit. You know,
Mm-hmm.
we'll have a lot of people. Click on them, but also a lot of times they do create those and actually put fan made, so people don't actually believe it. But
Yeah. Talking about AI, have you all seen the trend on TikTok with the babies and podcast?
No.
I've seen some, not there, but just on Instagram. Yeah,
Yeah, I saw it on TikTok, especially the shits and gigs podcast. Someone made a AI video of them talking to each other, like the full episode, not the full episode, but the clip that they put on TikTok, and they made it into like if they were babies, and the baby looked like if it was them as babies. It wasn't just two random babies.
yeah.
Yeah, because they also, I mean, there's some videos out there that you see them and you're like, oh, you can tell that they're AI because their mouth sometimes they don't match with what they're saying, or starts geeking out.
Right.
But there's some of them that you're like, oh my God, this is trippy as fuck.
The first one that I saw, it wasn't a podcast, but I've seen some of those. But the first one I saw was the Step Brothers when they were fighting, arguing about this stuff, and then did we just became best friends part?
Did we just become best friends?
Yes. So
What?
the whole scene in babies, and the babies look like the actual people that they like the actors and whatnot. So it was very entertaining.
It's very trending right now. Like and the thing is, there's an app that does it, but no one that's making the videos is posting what app it is. Because I want to take one of our clips and make it into that.
Why don't you just Google it?
I have, and and everything that pops up is like those baby generators for you to see your future baby. And I'm like, that's not what I'm looking for. And it's not that I'm just typing AI baby generator. It's just I do like AI baby video trend and things like that, and it doesn't pop up.
They look hilarious. That will be actually very cool to see from us.
Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is once we're done, I'll go on TikTok, and I'm sure that someone is on TikTok explaining how to do it.
That could be.
So, yeah. So we'll see. I think that they use more than one app. It's like, I'm sure that they use the audio, and then they do a screenshot of them and make them into babies, and then they bring it to another app to animate it.
That could be.
Yeah.
I know that with the I wonder if they get like copyrighted or something. I mean,
The thing is, the creators are liking it so much that they don't even care.
Right? Yeah, they don't get to strike those. I guess it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
At least like I like to see the one being done. I'm sure it's behind one of them paywalls, or one of the AI generator stuff that you got to pay for anyways. So
yeah, for sure. We'll see.
Yeah.
That's my homework for tonight, to find that.
We get a random text at 2 or 3 a.m.
I did it. And it's not going to look anything like it.
You got to post it right away anyways.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not going to get a text with the video. It's going to be a text. Look at the TikTok. Send you the link. You know what would be meta is...
I hate the fact that you just used the word meta.
Well, then we're going to move on from that because I used it. It's this conversation about the babies in baby form.
That was so meta, dude.
It was so meta. Yeah. That's exactly what I said. It's multiple.
You're
Yeah.
welcome.
There you go. Save you some time.
Well, I
Reddit.
still-
Reddit's got your back always.
Thank you for being so meta.
Thanks. Meta and OP, those are two words that I just can't do it. It's
I mean,
so
we're-
OP, dude. Shut the fuck up.
That's from gaming.
Yeah.
Yeah. Still
So-
fucking hate it.
Well, sorry. This
You're not sorry.
the word
And I
OP is
never
OP.
did.
I heard my son say that some time ago, and I was like, "You know what that means?" They had no idea what it meant. They were just saying
Exactly.
it because other ones were saying it.
Yeah. That's so
Not that it
OP,
means
dude.
anything bad, but yeah. I do use it still, but it's like whenever there's like an OP weapon, you know,
Yeah.
like every time
Or
they
a
do one,
character.
like,
Well, yeah, that makes sense, but people don't use it in that context anymore. They use it in like,
oh, in real life they use it. Wait, I'm so lost.
yeah,
Oh
it's
god.
nasty. Get out of here.
What would they use that for?
Literally anything
This
that's
card is so
super
OP.
good.
Yeah, I would think that maybe a car, which I can see that. Like, it has like 1,000 horsepower, so it's OP, which I understand. But
Are we just getting old? Is that what's
Yeah.
happening?
yeah,
we've
because
been getting old.
listen, Sarah posted a TikTok and said, "Get ready with me," but she only used the acronym,
Yeah.
and I watched it. I'm like, oh, that's nice. And I was at work, so I couldn't put I connect my music to our speaker in the ceiling. So I just turned the music off and I watch a video and I'm like, I text her. I was like, hey, what does this mean? And she's like, get ready with me. You're so
Mhm.
old. And I'm like,
Mhm.
in my defense, I don't get those videos on my YouTube or on my For You page. So I've never seen anybody getting ready.
Not a single get ready
No.
with me.
Nope. Because as soon as I see someone putting makeup on, I swipe it
I
off.
even makeup. Boys do it too.
Never.
Unisex thing.
I understand, but you had to watch a female doing it for that to start popping off on your For You page, because it has never come across my For You page a female or a male doing it.
That's
Like,
so meta.
That is meta. It's like a fourth wall inside of a fourth wall. It's like 16 walls.
I still haven't heard someone say that's so meta in real life. But
I have.
you have, I guess, if they
fun.
say OP and in regular basis.
Yeah.
Who are you hanging out with?
I don't hang out with people. It's just as I'm walking places, I can hear
Huh?
people talking and it's gross. It's really bad.
Oh, maybe that's why I like if I'm out in the world, I tune
I
people
have
out.
a thing called ADHD.
So do I, but I tune people out. That's my superpower.
Oh, no, I can't do that shit.
I'm more paying attention to like sounds and movements than voices.
Yeah, that's voices are sounds, sweetheart. I don't know if you know that.
Are you dumb? I'm not talking about voices. I make sure that I separate that from what I was saying.
Mhm.
You're not OP at all.
No. At least I know that voices are sound.
You are SD, super dumb. That's it.
Yeah.
Well,
Here we go.
Well, yeah, it's not my fault that you don't understand when I'm talking. Stop paying attention to everything else that's happening around you.
Well,
Like
you're
the
the only
like
thing
the
going on
lights.
right now.
You what?
Huh? You're the only thing going on right now. But yeah, so voices are sound. So that's part of the stuff that I perceive when I'm walking places because sound.
Well, I think you haven't developed a picture for people yet as much as I have. Because as soon as I hear people,
but I'm also a lady, so I was taught that I needed to pay attention to everything, my surroundings, situational
yeah, I pay attention.
awareness.
I pay attention to my surroundings when I see someone that looks weird, that is acting weird.
I'm a lady. Everybody looks fucking weird.
I understand, but I don't pay attention. I don't know how much I have to tell you this.
Yeah.
How many times I have to tell you? Apparently not.
No, I understand. What I'm saying is your situation is very different than my situation because I was taught that I needed situational awareness. That means you pay attention to every movement, every sound, everything. It's exhausting. Also, still ADHD, especially if I'm unmedicated.
Are you?
You don't give a shit. I got it. I understood the first time. I'm a smarky, I promise.
No, are you medicated is what I asked. You see, you're not paying attention. Okay, moving on. Hey, we get a couple viewers because of that.
Good for us.
It's important.
For sure.
If we don't get
Anyway.
viewers, why do we do this?
Well, they came here for Spider-Man
Yeah, and we talked about it.
twice for longer than 24 seconds.
I know it's good.
Yeah.
I don't know how we always figure that out. Like,
Well, there was a spider.
Go ahead. There was a spider and another, and there was a guy, and then he turns into Spider-Man, but in black and white, which is the noir part.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if it's Disney Plus, they'll release it on black and white, and then a year later they'll release it in color, like they did with the Werewolf by Night.
Why did they release it in black and white in the first place?
Because the comic book is in black and white.
So then why release it in color?
Exactly. I don't know. That's
Money,
what I'm saying. Yeah.
They had nothing else going on for Halloween, so they decided to save some money by making more money without spending more money. You know,
All they did was when they did the first one, they just slid the color off. And then when they went to release it again, they put the sliders back on.
they paid the editor.
Yeah, they probably had to pay the editor an extra $10 just to take the filter off.
Can you imagine? You got to pay like a couple $1,000s to just turn the color back on this thing. I mean, they're on salary, but you know, still.
Yeah. That's insane. What do you guys have coming up this week? You have anything important?
Rockville?
Ooh, you're going to Rockville?
Yeah, Saturday.
What is that?
Nice.
It's a music festival, heavy metal mostly.
Last year they had Evanescence.
Mm-hmm. Not Saturday, I don't think. Linkin Park closes up the show
On Sunday or Saturday?
Saturday.
Nice.
It's a thinking park?
Linkin Park, yeah.
I thought you said thinking park, and I was like, who is that?
It's the
close to
T-Move version. They're not real bands. They're just bands with famous names just tweaked a little bit. like
This week
Thinking
for me-
Park,
This week
Never
for me,
Nonsense.
I hope to start the Rambling Dudes again.
Perfect.
Nice.
It should be. I should have a confirmation tomorrow, so that way we can start recording it. Might do it on Thursday, so we can get back on track. There's been a lot of things happening in the wrestling world, so
Yeah.
I want to get back on that.
Are you able to like take calls like this on what you're doing? Are you using this software to do it?
No,
Or are you using OBS?
Yeah, I use OBS, but I can take a call with the Rodecaster.
Okay. Because in one episode you should have like Chris on it because he's very into wrestling.
Gotcha. Yeah, I can figure it out. Also, like how to get him from Discord to OBS,
Yeah.
and
I'm sure that'd be easy.
I could use his video and join us virtually.
Yeah.
Might look kind of wonky, but it's okay.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
And then after, besides that, I'm just gaming. I guess I'm just playing still Call of Duty, still Fortnite.
Are you playing the Star Wars?
I have played. Yeah, I've played that one. I see some people that don't actually like it.
Mhm.
I can see how some people don't like it because there are some weapons that are very OP, and they kill you with like a
Like
few
the
shots.
lightsabers?
Not that much lightsabers actually, but the actual force use
Mm-hmm.
or the dark side or even the light side too. It's OP in some points. But besides that, the only thing I don't like about the season is actually the X-wings and the TIE fighters. Is it fighters or
Yeah.
because I can't control it. I cannot change it to be inverted when it comes to like flying something. So I have a hard time. So I choose not to actually fly those.
Right.
But the sound and the shooting on those is pretty cool. For them,
That's pretty
Star
cool.
Wars fans. Yeah.
Yeah. I hear that a lot of the complaints is that there's no on the guns, there's no reloading. There is
It's a cooldown.
a cooldown.
Yeah, and then there's a medallion that you can actually find around taking it from one specific character that will allow that cooldown to be faster. So
Okay.
the only thing is when you grab a medallion, since you haven't played that in a while, but when you grab a medallion, you get marked on the map.
Okay. So I can see why they would do that. That way you don't.
Yeah, it's not like a legit like spot, but the more medallions you have, the smaller that circle becomes, so they can actually spot you. But if you're a good player, I don't think people care.
Yeah.
You know, like they want the smoke.
Yeah. Yeah. Come at me. You see where I'm at.
Yeah,
Especially
And
the
then-
ones that want the high kill count.
yeah, the sweaties.
Yeah.
When you actually find a lightsaber from someone, you don't get the force power. You know, because you can only learn it when you actually find. There's like a little spot that you actually find one of those like holographic characters from Star Wars.
The holograms.
Yeah, and then you like kind of interact with it, and you kind of go into this like portal, and you come back
Okay.
with the knowledge, which is cool.
That's cool.
Well, you added like people cannot shoot you. If they shoot you, they cannot hurt you until you
Okay.
are out of it, and after a few seconds, then when you are allowed to move again, then you can get shot. But the cool thing with the lightsabers is you can kind of deflect the blasters.
That's good because they didn't have that last time they did lightsabers.
No, they had it.
Oh, I didn't know how to use it.
You can you just aim like if you were aiming,
Okay.
and then it goes in that defense mode basically. But so far it's fun. I mean, some people like my kids already finished the battle pass in a week.
Wow.
But they play a lot of mini games, so they get a lot of points
Right.
from not that. You get Palpatine on the battle pass.
Oh
There's a few
yeah.
other characters.
Interesting.
They just added well, not just, but Obi-Wan and Mace Windu was in the original one, right? First day.
It wasn't a first day, no. And
Yeah.
now it's in the shop.
Okay.
Yeah,
And-
and the purple.
and-
They don't have purple lightsaber, but he did have some purple stuff.
Okay. Do they have Darth Vader?
Darth Vader is one of the characters that you can actually like fight with in the. Oh, you mean like a skin?
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't have it right now, but they've had it,
Mhm.
and they also have a samurai version.
Yeah. It's very popular that now.
Yes.
Like Lego's doing that. And there's a lot of merch out there for Samurai Darth Vader.
Yeah. At least this one really looks very cool. And then the cool thing is like when you buy that character, because my son bought it, he comes with a, or at least like the bundle, will give you a like a pickaxe that looks like a samurai lightsaber. It's not a lightsaber itself, but it's a samurai sword
Okay.
that looks like a lightsaber.
That makes sense.
They haven't added lightsaber. People are asking for lightsabers as pickaxe, and they haven't add those.
Got it. Yeah, because that clip that you posted on our group chat on Instagram of the of Visions, that one's, if they did that, that would be pretty cool. I think a like a ninja warrior video game, but Star Wars, I think that would be really dope. That'd be OP. It'd be so meta.
You're so cool.
I think so. But
you should download Fortnite and play for a day. Not for
Okay.
not to play with the team, but at least try it.
yeah,
Because they're gonna take it out. That mode, people are actually asking to keep the mode on, besides the regular mode whenever that comes back.
yeah, no, probably not. The last time I played was when they did Dragon Ball. And before that was when Fortnite released.
Yeah, but this mode itself reminds me of Battlefront.
Yeah, that's what people have been saying. That this is the
Like
closest thing. This is the closest thing we've gotten to Battlefront 3. Because they've been talking about Battlefront 3 for like 20 years. Since the second one came out. The original one.
I'm sure they're gonna do something with Epic because of course Disney owns part of Epic, and them having a Epic game together coming up whenever, I don't even know when that's happening. They're gonna create this whole universe like Player One kind of thing.
Yeah. That'd be really cool.
In my eyes, that will be very cool.
No, thank you. Block you.
That didn't show on the regular one, anyways.
Because it's on Twitch.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, it's one of those
Yeah.
bots.
Yeah.
I forgot we were on Twitch,
I blocked them.
but I gotta start streaming again. I haven't done that in a long time.
Yeah. I haven't either. I have to start playing before I start streaming.
Yeah, the other day I jump into car wrecks stream,
Oh man.
and he was telling me like, yeah, I don't see you guys much anymore online. So, well,
Like,
I played different days that he does, but he was like, yeah, I don't think TR streams anymore. And I was like, yep, you are correct.
yeah.
At least not games.
Yeah. If I worked a morning job, I'll probably just stream 1 day a week. But I do not. I'm so ready to like start video gaming again.
Just gotta do it and don't sleep. I chose no sleeping. That's how I game.
Yeah, no. I need more sleep.
I'll sleep 2 days a week, 8 hours, and the rest is like 5. So we're good.
That's pretty much what I sleep.
Then you
5
gotta sleep
hours.
less.
4 or 5 hours. Plus now it's the NBA playoffs, so I'm like staying up watching those.
You see, since I don't have anything else that I care for, that's why I game more than other people, because I don't care about games. At least like NBA games or any sports. I like
Yeah.
to play them, but I don't watch it.
Yeah,
Like when
I only watch basketball and then the World Series. I love watching baseball. It's just it gets to be boring sometimes. I'd rather be there and watch it.
Yeah, that's the way I feel too.
I can't watch soccer because soccer could be a 90-minute game that no one scored.
At least you get more action there than in baseball.
Yeah, to an
More
extent.
continuous. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of pauses
Yeah.
in baseball.
Yeah, and in soccer, then pause. It's literally, it continues even if they stop playing for a second. But
The stamina on
digress.
them people, though.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying that is not a real sport. I just don't find it. It's like that and NASCAR. Like it takes a lot of skill. Don't get me wrong, because you got to have like real skill to be a NASCAR driver, even though it's just another left turn. But I can't watch it until the last 5 laps because they get aggressive, and then that's when they start. It's terrible, but this is why the main people watch it is like the crashes at the end. So, Lola, are you gaming anything this week?
Probably Apex.
Okay.
It's the only thing I've been playing. I want to play Split Fiction though.
What is it?
Split fiction.
Mm-hmm.
What is it about?
It's a fiction that is split.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
between two
It's not one.
things. Correct. It's 2.
Okay.
Well, it's 1 split in 2.
Yeah, it's like this two characters. So it's a multiplayer game, and you kind of go from one place to the other. But they're like there's like 2 maps, 2 levels in one, basically.
Right.
Have you seen what's that game? It's from the same creators. It Takes Two.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's by the same people.
Okay.
It's
That makes
the same
sense.
Concept.
Got it. Well, they
New character,
expanded.
new story though.
Okay.
They split it.
They split it. Oh, if you play it, let us know how it goes.
Sure. Are you gonna watch Thunderbolts at any point in time?
I am. When am I supposed to watch it? When am I supposed to watch it?
When's your day off?
Like Tuesday and Wednesday. But when am I supposed to watch it? Like when I go pick
11
up
a.m. on Tuesday.
11 a.m. on Tuesday. Okay. That's a good time.
Yeah.
I'm out of the gym at that time because I'm not gonna stop going to the gym to go watch a movie. I'm
That's
too
good
into
choice.
this. So 11 a.m. on Tuesday. So probably next week
Nice.
because this week already passed.
Yeah.
11 a.m. Tuesday. It was 10
Well,
hours
you
ago.
also said Wednesday, so
But Wednesday, the girls have half day, not half days, early release. So even if I go at 11
once you
a.m.
drop them off.
at 9 a.m. and then I go to the gym for an hour and a half. And then George's out at 1:30. So even if I go at 11 a.m., I have to make it before 1:30 to the school to pick her up.
And then after that,
I have to wait to pick up Sophia. She gets out at 4.
and then after that,
They get picked up at 6:30.
and then
You see how my days split up?
And
It's
then,
like
and then, and then, and then.
and then after that.
It's the last of my day off that thinking about how I have to work 16 hours the next day.
You could forget for an hour and a half if you're at the movie theater eating popcorn with your wife.
Is
Or a
it
hot
just
dog.
an hour and a half?
I don't know how long it is.
It's closer to 2 hours.
Yeah.
Do you guys just want to talk about the movie without spoilers? Because I can just skip the episode if you guys want to talk about it. If it's that big of a detriment.
You can take the spoilers.
Yeah, I don't care.
Like I said, next week when we talk about it, if you haven't watched it, then you just
it's
like
my
mute,
fault.
You just mute us.
Yeah,
When we
yeah,
talk about it, you'd be like here, and then like you just nod and thumbs up. That's it.
That's great. I actually don't care about spoilers. Like, it doesn't bother me.
Here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna mute us, but you're gonna leave your mic on, and you get to just talk random stuff.
That's a great idea. I'm going to interrupt people since I already know how to do that. But this time, it won't be even part of the conversation.
Exactly.
It's going to be random thoughts.
Yeah. I mean, even when you see us pause, you'd be like, "Did you, any thought that comes to the head and just pick it up."
Oh shit! It's gonna be. We should do this. Actually, we should do this. It's gonna be like So this is what's gonna happen today. Lewis is not listening to us. However, we're listening to him. But he's gonna be saying random shit throughout the episode that has nothing to do with the episode. So make sure you tune in to see what the hell he comes up with.
And then we just signal, whenever
Nah.
we're done talking about it.
Nah, let's leave it the whole episode. You guys can close it out at the end, and I'll still be saying random shit.
We'll have Justin close it out.
Don't tell Justin if he's not watching. Are you watching, Justin? He'd be talking on the comments if he did.
Knock 3 times. Yeah, he ain't here.
God, is that you? It's me, Mark.
Then we should leave it here, huh?
You what?
We should cut it here.
Yeah. That's it. And we start talking shit. All right. Do you have anything else?
Nope.
No? Fantastic. All right, guys. We have reached the end of the episode. Make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Find us on all of our social media. Links are down below in the description. Click all the things since our famous voice is not here today. And with that being said, We'll see you next week. Deuces.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah.